Welcome to another video of the Suerte del Molino farm, Rocha Valley, Huelva province, Andalusia in Spain. Here we wonder what is natural and how we can interact with it in a meaningful way. Franny has not eaten for 2 days, covering his face. It's okay, I'm not a cat psychologist, but maybe I know why. We celebrate the arrival of the first puppies, 2 more to come, and they are here to help us with the deer. And maybe that is why Franny is not happy at all. We're also happy we received some rain, the first in this calendar here. This is 6 millimeters, quarter of an inch. I hope there will be more today. This is one of our fruit tree swales. Here we have some peaches. Maybe you can see this fishing line here in the sun. It was all the way to the end, and this morning it is broken. The deer did come in, but didn't eat anything. This damage is still from last week. What I do now is every second day I change the chemical smell on the tree, depending on the kind of chemicals I can get from the supermarket, cleaning stuff. So they have not nibbled on it since then. Here is still the same fishing line. And it is then attached on the other end to my device. So this might have happened last night and the deer left. So it worked. We planted 102 Paulovnia trees and 98 of them are growing, which is amazing. This growth is all about the last 3 weeks. Some of them are still pretty small, but others are big. Queen Anne's lace. A dead fig tree. Tiny Paulovnia taking its time. All the Paulovnia trees were planted at the same time. This one started to grow 2 weeks earlier than the others and is now 55 centimeters tall. This is our berry patch. We have 30 different hybrids of berries. This is our cutting stock for the years to come. I come here every morning, either at 2 or 3 at 4 in the morning, to negotiate with the deer They only respect enemies, humans and dogs. So I'm happy to meet them on that ground. This is another swale. This is also the deer damage of 3 days, 4 days ago. And I do the same procedure here with changing the smells, the scents, the odors. So they haven't been back. They only destroyed the pears and apples, didn't touch the peaches or any of the other plants. So maybe they're not that hungry as yet. Here we start with the pears again. And here we have a kiwi. These pears have not been touched. I also introduced some branches. This is the beginning. This is the furthest away from our zone 1 area. So maybe these branches will also help. I did some experiment. I started transplanting some cuttings from 6 months ago. They got watered every day, but you can see this willow has died off. Maybe it will come back, I don't know. This is a fig. Not happy at all. Another willow, it's still green. Another fig. This is a pomegranate. This is a jacaranda. It was planted before. And this one, I cannot even remember what this one is. Oh, it's also a willow. Fig tree from last year. And a bamboo. Doesn't look like it is good to transplant them right now. We'll have to care for them longer in the cuttings nursery. Here in the cuttings nursery, we did mulch it heavily with some wood chips. This is a mulberry tree. It was completely destroyed by the locusts that came this time last year. I don't know if I should be very thankful for the rain that will also perhaps release the insects from wherever they are, and then they attack whatever is green. So let's see. Some cuttings I transplanted into pots. The rosemary, one of them hanging in there. The willow, dead. Acacia elata, some of them bouncing back. Stevia, I hope it will grow. This is one of the first swales I dug by hand, and most of these were destroyed by the deer and the locusts. But let me show you what's happening with Paulovnia, a dead stick, and then somewhere there from far down it starts its leaves. Absolutely amazing plant, the Paulovnia. Jacaranda, laurel, cork, acacia, and then a pine. Still with the damage. of last year. It at least smells very different this morning, not so dusty. Thankful for the 6 millimeters. Still a few clouds in the sky. Till next time, goodbye.